Uh-oh, their water broke again. Remember all those water main breaks a few months back? Now we know the cause, and let's just say the DWP might be all wet after this one. We all know illegal immigration is a big issue in California, but Arizona has a solution. Just one question. Could it possibly be legal? And look out. There's a 3-year-old walking a tightrope in China. Her parents put her up to it. That's scary enough, except wait. She's walking above tigers. Somebody called Child Protective Services. All the people you're talking about and all the stories you need to know right now on The Filter. Hello again on The Filter Forefront, our top 4 of the day, including what would you do to somebody who adopted a child, didn't like him, pinned a note on his shirt, put him on a plane, and sent him back to where he came from? But we'll start with this. You're shopping at Whole Foods. All of a sudden, there's an announcement over the loudspeaker. All blacks leave the store. Insensitive? No question. Bigoted? No doubt. Should the person that made that statement be charged with a crime? It happened in New Jersey. A 14-year-old girl grabbed a microphone and made that very statement. Last week, a 16-year-old basically said the same thing in a Walmart. The girl was charged with bias, intimidation, and harassment. Our contributors tonight from redcounty.com, Megan Barth, and Emmy Award-winning journalist David Reese. Our pictures are furnished by Skype. David, I'm going to start with you. She should be charged with ignorance. She should be charged with prejudice. She should probably be charged with stupidity. Should she be charged with a crime?
Hell no. This is not a crime. This is, like you said, it's bad judgment. I don't even think it's felony bad judgment. She's 16 years old. Come on, she's a teenager. She shouldn't be in jail. She should be out sweeping the store's parking lot. You know, when I stole a pack of gum when I was a kid and I marched home and my parents found out about it, they marched me right back into the store and made me apologize. And I had to spend the next Saturday sorting out cans in the back of the store. That's the appropriate punishment for this. I mean, let's make the punishment fit the crime here. And, I mean, who among us hasn't gone into a store, and if they have those little speaker things where you can call over the loudspeaker, who hasn't been tempted and who hasn't actually gone over there and tried to call something out? I did. We had little stores in Oregon where I grew up called Fred Meyer, and we used to all, for great fun on Saturday afternoons when we had nothing better to do, we'd go in there and call for crazy stuff over the intercom.
Yeah, but David,
did we go to jail? No.
Yeah, but David, you would never say all blacks leave the store. That wasn't the crazy fun you had now, was it?
No, it wasn't. But was that criminal? I mean, I should point out, nobody left the store. In fact, the account I read of the thing, nobody even took it seriously. People were laughing. So, I mean, come on. Were you offended to a criminal level? Come on.
Megan, what do you think?
I think the New Jersey police acted stupidly on this one. You know, I think Dave's right. I have to agree with him. Some hard labor would be good. If there was graffiti on the side of the wall, make her wash it, make her work the stockroom, make her clean the bathrooms. You know, have her learn her lesson, but I really don't think this is a police issue. It kind of reminds me of the South Park episode that played last year with Cartman, who called Kick a Ginger Day, and all of a sudden all the kids started kicking gingers, which were redheads. And it was kind of like a viral thing. All of a sudden, you know, elementary schools around the country, people started beating up, you know, redheads.
And you know what, quite honestly, Megan, quite honestly, it happened here in Calabasas. It happened in Calabasas, and kids were pummeled because of that very episode.
Well, it's copycat. And, you know, if people are beating each other up, you know, yeah, that's bad. They should be punished. But this was a prank, obviously. Unfortunately, she used the language she used. It was racially motivated. And like I said, have her clean some stalls in the bathroom. All
right. Now, let's move on to a very, very touchy issue. Illegal immigration is a hot-button issue. What should be done? All right, how about this? If somebody is in this country illegally, in this state, arrest them. That's what state lawmakers in Arizona want to do. Police that have a reasonable suspicion that someone is an illegal immigrant can be arrested. They don't have to commit a crime. They can just be arrested. Immigrant rights groups were horrified and claim Arizona has become a police state. The measure also makes it illegal to solicit work as a day laborer or to hire day laborers. The governor of that state is expected to sign the bill. Is Arizona becoming a police state, or are they onto something, Megan?
You know, I think Arizona right now has to do everything that they need to do in order to protect its citizenry. Arizona is ground zero for illegal immigration. A rancher at the border who had his family ranch for, I think it was 75 years, was just murdered. And this might be a reaction to that. The illegal immigration in Arizona has gotten out of control, and they're going to have to try new methods. in order to secure their people.
All right, well, let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this, because illegal immigration is an issue here in the state of California. Do you think the state legislature here should come up with a law that says if we think you're illegal, you can be arrested?
I don't believe the state legislature will come up with a law that says
right,
that.
But in Arizona they are.
We have, until our borders are breached and we're having murders in San Diego, I don't think that's going to happen. However, Arizona just had a murder that happened at the border of one of their dearest ranchers and citizens. He was a very popular man, and he had been in that community for many, many years, and that ranch had been in the community for many, many years. And that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back, and Arizona has every right to maintain its sovereignty. David, what do you think? Dangerous precedent?
I think here's the thing. I mean, I get what Megan's saying, but here's the issue that I have with this, is that you don't even have to commit a crime to be asked if you're here illegally. I mean, it is bordering on a police state thing. I mean, there's that whole concept, I think it was George Washington or Ben Franklin or someone said, he who is willing to trade his security for safety deserves neither. I mean, if we're going to start giving up our civil rights in America just because of any issue, but illegal immigration or whatever, I mean, where does it stop? I do agree that we have to do something about illegal immigration. I have long thought we are too soft on it. I don't think we should even call them illegal immigrants. We should just call them uninvited immigrants, because nobody does anything about it when they're here.
But what's wrong with using the word illegal? But what's wrong with using the word illegal?
No, I agree with you. I think we're way too soft on it.
But why
I
should
think
we
this
rename
law
them?
goes. Well, no. I'm just saying it's a joke. I was joking that we should call them uninvited because nobody here seems to care once they're here. I do care, Megan. I'm with you on this. But I think this law goes too far, and that's the issue that I have with it. They should have to have done something wrong to be questioned about it before we ask them if they're here illegally. Then if we find out they are, by all means, let's send them home.